Hi dear Libra, very good evening to you guys. This is Tarot Anjali, and this is a journal monthly reading for all the Libra Sun, Moon, Venus rising for the first 15 days of November 2025. It's not a love reading or career reading or anything specific, but whatever messages will come, I will just let you guys know. Want to be a reader like me? You can purchase my courses. Links are given below in the description box for tarot reading course, self-love course, and Ho'oponopono masterclass. For personal reading and healing sessions, you can check out the description box. You'll find the links below. So let's start. Okay, so the overall energy for Libra people for the first 15 days of November 2025 is, let's see what we have. We have the King of Wands, Five of Swords, and the Hermit. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. So, Libra, there is some kind of pull or attraction towards a situation that's not going well right now. It's kind of stressful. And it's forcing you to slow down and look into the matter from every possible angle. Look into the matter from a spiritual point of view, from a spiritual perspective. It's kind of forcing you to sit with yourself and understand what is happening and why it is happening and what you are getting out of all of this. There's a stressful situation that you're very much aware of and very much interested in sorting out, but at the same time, the whole divine is slowing you down and making you understand the power of patience and silence and sitting with yourself and understanding why certain things happen and why we cannot change each and everything in our life. Because even if we think control is the answer, controlling each and everything in our life is not possible, right? So this is your overall energy where you are going to be very extremely passionate about sorting something out that's stressing the hell out of you from quite a long time now. And then the whole divine pushing you towards yourself, pushing you towards silence and sitting with yourself and understanding the deeper meaning of this situation and then moving forward. Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. There is a deceptive energy here. You're continuously lying to yourself regarding something. I don't know what kind of lying or cheating is this. This is your energy. This is you trying to sneak away or avoid a situation that you know is quite impactful on your life, that you know is quite important for you to sort out. So instead of avoiding, see what is happening here is you are very much aware of a situation that's bothering you, and you are very much interested in sorting it out, but you're continuously lying to yourself or you're continuously avoiding it because it's teaching you to sit with yourself. It's forcing you to go deeper and understand the true meaning of what lessons and what blessings you're getting out of it. And you're being deceptive, like, yeah, I'm okay, I'm fine, because you don't want to sit with it. You don't want to deal with it in a proper way. That's also a deceptive energy here. These are spiritual messages, not meant for everyone. If you are able to take it, good. If not, leave it. You don't have to worry about it continuously, like I'm not able to grab it or something, right? Let's see what was happening in the recent past for you guys, Libra. Knight of Cups. You were full of love and compassion in a particular situation, in a particular direction. There was a lot of pull regarding a situation. There was a lot of compassionate energy. You were trying to fix something with love. Okay. Currently, we have Nine of Swords. It's like a state of mind where you're not able to sleep at night, thinking negative about a situation continuously all the time and trying your best to get out of it, but not being able to. It's like a stressful energy of it's like creating scenarios in your mind that might or might not be true, but hurting yourself continuously. By the 15th, we have the Six of Pentacles. It's like equal give and take of energy. You're trying your best to balance something out with something or someone, maybe within yourself, but you're trying to figure out ways to get yourself sorted, balanced in a situation. Let's clarify the Knight of Cups in the recent past for you guys. We have the Ten of Swords and the Two of Cups and the Sun card. Yeah. So there was a situation that was very close to home, that was very close to heart and soul, your heart and soul, that ended brutally. Something happened and everything ended brutally, but you were optimistic and positive that everything is going to be fine with time, that you will be able to sort it out at some point of time, and everything is going to be crystal clear and everything is going to be fine. But I don't think so that happened. Something was there that was super 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 important for you, that ended at some point of time, and that ending was not a healthy one, a good one, but it forced you to, drop your ego and sort it out with love. You tried in the past. At least the energies were available. I don't know you did that or not. Nine of Swords currently is, let's clarify this. We have the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. There is still a situation that is on and off, in and out in your life. It's happening within yourself. It's not happening maybe in the outside world. One day you are out of a situation completely, you don't care if they exist or not, if that situation or that person that you're connected to, they exist or not. Another day you are like, I have to go in that direction because I'm very attracted to the idea of going in that direction. What about giving it another shot? And this push and pull, this tug of war is continuously giving you very stressful energies, and you're not able to handle it. It's all happening in your brain only, it's in your mind only. You're continuously in this energy of, I am letting go of something that's on and off, in and out, that's not good for me. But you're kind of addicted to the idea of being with this energy again. So you're not able to let it go fully, but at the same time you're not able to connect with it fully. So you are in this middle of this energy of, this is happening, that is happening, this will happen, that will happen, creating scenarios and stories and hurting yourself. By the 15th of November, we have the Six of Pentacles. Let's clarify this. We have the Tower and the Page of Wands and the Emperor. So something is going to shake your energies to the core, from the core, and you're going to be like, fuck this shit. I have to live my life to the fullest. I have to take the control and the charge of my life in my own hands. I cannot stay in this anxious and depressive kind of energies for the rest of my life. So this is one of those situations where you are anxious, and boom, you are going to be like, what the hell am I doing with my life? It's like an aha moment of realization that I cannot get stuck my life in this limbo for the rest of my life. I have to get out of this shithole, and I have to take the charge of my life in my hands, and I have to control my life and balance my life out. So it's like the realization of, why the hell am I ruining my life on something or someone that's not good for me? Even if they are present, even if they are absent, they're not good for me. Their energies are not good for me. Or the vision or goal of yours that you are keeping yourself stuck on is not actually good for you. At least for the time being, it's not. So this realization is going to help you to drop this heavy and burdensome and stressful energies, and starting your life with a childlike innocent energy of, let's live my life to the fullest. And then at the end of the day, you're going to realize that only you can change your life, only you can balance your life. It's your struggle, it's your journey, it's your path. No one else from the outside world can do it for you, right? So this realization is going to change your life for the rest of your life. This realization of, you are the in charge of your own destiny, you are the in charge of your own happiness and your own miseries. Wow, it's like taking the charge and sitting in your power, and understanding that the balance comes from within, not from the outside world. So you are dropping something stressful, and this is going to be a major huge relieving energy, like, oh my god, finally. And then you're going to be like a kid, and at the same time very mature and grounded. It's like a beautiful blend of connecting with your inner child and connecting with your adult life, adulthood at the same time, and creating a balance. Awesome. Super awesome. Let me see the guidance for you guys to close this reading off. We have the Empress, the Magician, the Queen of Wands. You know, right now is it's one of those times, Libra, where you can manifest your reality very, very quickly. The energies are open. You have all the resources from your side in order to manifest whatever you want to manifest in your life. You have the resources, you have the creativity, you have the energies, and now whatever you're going to manifest at this time is going to come to fruition very, very quickly if you are going to maintain this balance of inner child and adulthood and remain open and optimistic to the idea of creating your own reality. You will be able to manifest your dream life very, very soon. Make good use of the available energies, because this time frame, these kind of energies don't remain forever. But this time, this November month is going to be a life changing month for you guys if you are going to allow it to be. That's very, very important. You have a free will and you have to work for it. And if you are wanting to manifest something in your life, there are good chances you will be able to get it quicker than usual, because the energies are available and aligned with your path. Awesome reading today. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, Libra. We'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye, take care, may existence bless you. Namaste.